Alrighty guys, this is our preview video for this week's sale in Upper Marlboro. It will be this Friday, which is October 22nd, and it will also be again on Saturday, which is October 23rd. We're going to open up at 9 a.m. both days. And we have another sale this weekend down in Annapolis on the water, which will be Saturday and Sunday. So again, this one's going to be Friday, Saturday. Annapolis will be Saturday, Sunday. We split them up for several reasons, but that'll allow you guys to go to both sales and be first in line if you'd like. Normally we don't come down as far as Upper Marlboro, but I think you're going to see from this video that it's definitely worth your drive to come down here just as it was ours. Lots of really neat, unique things in here. I would consider it another one of the time capsule sales that we like, where it literally looks like not a lot was purchased in here in the last 40, 50 years, and everything that was is still in pretty nice condition, just as it was sitting here. So I'm going to take you on a little tour here. There's also stills up on the website. Anyone who has any questions from what you see, you can leave comments below, you can text me, you can call me. I think most of you know the drill by now. Want to start off by saying thanks to everyone to coming to the sale this last weekend in Eastport. We had a great crowd. We did real well. The owners that were relocating to Europe were real happy. We found a new home for a lot of stuff. So again, thanks for that. It was great seeing everybody, and we're going to see everybody this weekend at two of our sales. This one, again, is the Friday sale. Friday, Saturday. We will start Friday at 9 a.m. and I'm going to take you through the house right now. As you can see, front room, none of this stuff is new. Real nice old wicker lamp. That is not a reproduction. That is old school. And some nice mid-century inlaid tables. Some cool old tube radios. Along with that, though, we do have a little modern thrown in. I mean, this is a nice stereo. If you want to look it up, it's an NAD. The receiver's 7130 model number. The turntable is also a nice one. It's a Biogram RX. And as you can see, it's in nice condition as well. There's another match to the two square inlaid tables over there. Lots of nice old primitives, nice gingerbread clock. She also collected baskets. She has several rooms that have baskets. And I'll go as slow as I can here without going again too slow so that it's a 2-hour video, since this house is pretty large and it is full. A lot of the baskets have their own stills right on the website, and I'm going to even take some more of the older, more rare ones today. Look at this old German lamp. Wood shade there, and all hand carved down here. Real cool. I mean, that's the kind of stuff we got down here that, again, normally I would have said, it's Upper Marlboro. It's almost out of our range, but it's a really nice sale. So we're down here, and again, I hope you guys will follow us down here this week and get some bargains. We're going to do the checkout in the garage. The garage is big and empty, so plenty of room for hold tables out there and plenty of room for social distancing in the house since the house is large. I'm cruising through the kitchen real quick here. A lot of this stuff will not be priced. The stuff that we want to just have you walk up and buy is one thing, but just like last week, this kind of clear glass and things of that nature that are getting pretty tough for us to sell, no lie. We're going to want you to buy it. We're going to make you a deal. You can see we've got prices on some of this stuff, but the toasters and the jar openers and the clear glass and the coffee makers, you're going to come in and make yourself a kitchen pile, and we're going to price it at the register like we usually do. Also have a real nice selection of Stoneware Crocs. We've got this nice big 5-gallon that I'm sure you saw was one of our first pictures on down to some smaller ones, but look at this one in particular. This is a real old with the Flow Blue writing. It's from Palatine, West Virginia. If you want to look that up, they made some real nice Crocs in that little village. In fact, I Googled the town just to see where it was in West Virginia. I can't even find it on Google Maps. So it clearly was an old little village that's no longer called that. And they made some nice stoneware there. A lot of it's brought some pretty good money too. That's a nice old retro punch set there. And you like these cats meow thing? We've got a lot of them. Alright, let's jump into the dining room, where we also have 2 sets of china and a lot of your normal vintage tchotchkes that we see in all the nice old estates when the folks like to collect these things. Everything's in good shape. Here's the first set of china. It's Mikasa, if I remember correctly. Or Nortaki, I mean. Yep, Nortaki. And it is Andorra pattern. Andorra 2182. As you can see, real clean. Hopefully it's focusing for you since it's a little dark in here. The other set's Franciscan, and I had I put several stills up in the regular photos showing the different marks, and by that I mean you have some of the older marks, and you have some of the newer stuff. It's a mix. It's a small set. I'd consider it a tea set. I mean, it's not like a setting for 10 or 12 like this one is. This one's a full set. We have some nice old prints here. It's a real nice sale. Furniture's all clean too. Nice old tea cart along with a nice dry sink. Artwork we've got displayed up. Some pretty cool ones. We've got some coins too that I'll put the pictures up for tonight. A few silver dollars. And then a little selection of just miscellaneous coins. We also have a little stamp collection. It's not a huge one, which we'll also put up pictures of later today, which is Monday when I'm shooting this video. So you can see those. Back here, we got a nice Henkel Harris bedroom set that's very clean. There it is, Virginia Galleries, Henkel Harris. We've got 2 nightstands, the bed, and the matching dresser. And again, as you can see, it's clean. This is a dark room, so I realize things may not look as nice as I wanted the video to be, but we've got all the lights on and still not a lot. See, some of these baskets are absolutely huge. I mean, that's waist high. These are early. Some of these are very nice, handmade. We got some vintage linens. And again, check out the rocker. It's doesn't have a rip in it. Usually the seat's ripped out if it's that old. Some really cool old finds here. If you guys are into anything old, it's a real nice sale. And again, that's why we're going to open Friday, because I know there's always a lot of sales on Saturday. And everybody wants to be at one sale first. You're going to be at this one first if you want, because we're opening Friday. Also took a little poll on the Facebook page a few weeks ago and said, how do you guys feel about even midweek sales? And everyone was all for weekdays. I think COVID had a lot to do with that too, that everyone's kind of learned you can change your schedule and still survive in life. Look at this mirror. This one's big and nice too. So we're going to do a lot more weekday stuff. And again, I think it's worth the drive to come down this one this Friday. All right, that is the first floor short of the front room. Up here in the hallway, we have the living room. some more art. All the art, I don't video too much because it really requires you guys to get on and look at the stills. I mean, look what the condition is on that mahogany gaming table. It's really nice. Inlaid. Nice piece of furniture. And then this one's super cool. If you like the mid-century look, this one didn't photo that well in the stills, but boy, it's happening. So that's a nice one. And then we have a mahogany secretary for you here, which also is full of stuff. And then just some good old-fashioned furniture that still nice, still clean. We have some photography equipment this week, some old movie cameras, as well as a real nice Nikon. This FM2 kit has your flash, your 35 millimeter, the whole 9 yards. Untested on the photo equipment, guys, just so you know. If you're into the old SLRs and stuff, though, you know what to look at when you get here. You can inspect it as much as you want. Some nice old hook rugs. Beatles game and some old 45s. We're going to run upstairs and show you some more baskets and some more cool old stuff. This is a really neat Western Maryland Railroad print from the Blue Ridge. Again, hard to get in the video, but we do have stills of that. More baskets. This one's even on wheels, so it's almost like a basket cart. You can hear my phone ding 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 ding. We have questions. We have questions. We have an estate we need you to do. We're busy, guys. We're always busy. I could probably do 3 or 4 sales a week if I had the staff, but we're not getting any younger either. This one is an early Hopi basket. And we're gonna, it's a nice old oak table it's on too. Here's a Bernina machine. For those of you that sew, you know, that's top of the line stuff. And then we have a little sewing room here with more stuff. Some old patterns, some old books, more baskets. More baskets over here. Also, for you folks that are into quilts, the old textiles, this room's full of them back here. This is a lot of those you saw Amy holding up in the still pictures to show you how big they were. A couple of them even have appraisals. They're very nice. They're very old. Come and get them. More antique furniture over here. This is a nice little piece. Looks like it's probably European. The way those legs are flared like that. In this room, if I can find the light, is one heck of a nice early rug. Look how big this thing is. Again, on the website, we've got everything you need to know. It's 14 by 8 by 6. Very old. You may have to get it refringed, but there's no big rips or holes in it like usual. It's been kept well. This is a winner. Old steamer trunk and a neat mid-century piece if you guys are looking for something happening like that. The top of that thing with the glass and all. It's pretty retro, pretty groovy. All right, that's it for the one more room upstairs, and then we're going to go to the basement. This room's cool. Some more cool old stuff. Nice old poster from 1945. More baskets. Here's some nutcrackers. And again, these are not made in China. These are nice German nutcrackers, which again is why we came down here to do the sale. Here's, speaking of German, here's some Goebel. A lot of them still have the paperwork, it looks like. This is a cool old calendar as well. It's also from 45. We're going to go down and do some action in the basement now, and then we'll show you some coins at the end, and that'll be it. But I think you guys have seen enough to know that it's a pretty nice sale, and it's worth coming for. But let's go hit the basement. Alrighty, we are down here in the basement, and as I was saying upstairs, the basement's also full of cool old primitives. I'll give you a real quick look down here. Not only do we have some cool old stuff, there's several of these large cabinets. I'd say they're like storage for inventory. Absolutely cool. Gonna need a big truck to move them. Bring a friend, bring a truck, but we'll sell them to you. Couple neat old things here. Here's a nice old record player. The ping pong table is not for sale, just so you know. They built it down here and it's conveying with the house. It's not your average ping pong table. They actually built it here so it doesn't go out the door. So you may see that in the background. That's not in the sale. Everything else you see down here is in the sale. This is a really neat piece that on the website, Still Pictures, doesn't really do it justice. We're going to bring it upstairs. It has a base for it as well. Very cool, unique, handmade piece. Big old partner's desk down here. Some just lost in time mid-century stuff. I mean, here's the Washington Office Furniture Company. And then up here we have a safe from that time. A nice old scale from that time period. I mean, again, everything's basically just as it was 50 years ago. Look at these old tools. They're even older than that. Got a few, looks like this is some sort of drying rack. Oh, you know what? This is an extension for when he was cutting wood. And this is the saw that it goes with. It's a Craftsman Acra arm radial saw, but he's also... You can, these older ones you can pretty much convert to anything. It's basically just one big motor. As you guys know, that know your old tools, he's got an old grinding stone on it now, but it does have the cover for the saw, etc. So you can use it for whatever you want. I'm going to fire it up in a second here, so you can still hear me talk for the rest of the 10 seconds. It's going to take me to show you the basement so you can see it's working good. It's another thing we like to do with these videos is some of this old stuff everybody always asks, does it work? Look at this nice old, I guess you'd call this a machinist box. Very cool. It's also full of old tools. But when you take that down, you flip this up. It's a nice box. Brass hinge, leather handle, very nice. This is unique. Whitney Metal Tool Company, Rockford, Illinois. When's the last time you saw a punch that big? Pretty cool. Got some old hardware. Miter box. More hardware. The old school style. You can always tell an old school estate when the nails and screws, they took the time to make their own holder out of like old jelly and jam jars. Look, that one's even, it's an old apple butter. People had time on their hands back then. They did nice handmade stuff. Looks like he built this as well. These are full of nails, but he built that as well. In here we've got, you know, your basic cleaners. Heck, even some of these sprays are pretty vintage. Look at that turtle wax. That's probably worth something right there, even if it's dried up. Just what you'd expect to find in a nice old workshop in the basement. Oh, that one's empty. Here's another of the store cabinets. Some cookie molds. Looks like a fish weight. Some old scales over here. Nice wicker planter. Oh, this is cool. I don't think the stills did this justice either. It's an old Whirlpool fridge But check out the handles. I mean, this thing is retro as you can get. It's a Whirlpool Imperial. And it's pretty cool. It does work. Now I'm going to show you that the saw works, and then we're going to pretty much be done, except to show you some coins here at the very end. And we don't have much of those, but I'm going to lay them out later. But as you can see, there she goes. Still hums like a baby. It's heavy. It's big. It's built into a stand. We'll even sell you this with it so you can cut long boards and extend it right out. Bring a friend. Bring a truck. Goes right out that back door there, though. Shouldn't be a problem. This workbench also is handmade and also for sale. So, again, bring a truck and bring a friend. We're going to sell you a workbench, or you can go pay the price of lumber right now, which would be like $300 and 2x4s to build that thing. We're going to sell you one this weekend. Okay, and to finish off this preview for the Upper Marlboro sale, I'm going to show you guys a couple of the coins. We've got a little bit of silver this week. Make sure you look at the still pictures, which I don't have in front of me right now, as far as the jewelry and the sterling silver flatware. But today we came across some coins. I'm going to show you a couple close-ups, and that's going to be it. This video is going to be done, and we hope to see everybody this weekend, or Friday and Saturday. We've got a couple silver dollars here. I know you guys always want to know the dates. It's not showing up very well on this camera, so I was just shooting furniture. It's the wrong setting. Anyway, 1897 on this Morgan, in pretty good shape. We got 2-piece dollars. One is a 23. Is it a 23? Yep. And the other's a 35. So there you have that one. We also have a few Kennedy halves that are silver, that are 64. I got to look at these dates a little closer. I think these are all going to be 40% because they're late 60s. And we got some Franklin halves here. Looks like we got a couple real old coins here that are silver, but they're basically going to be melt. You got some Mercury dimes. Looks like that was a barber at one point, 1908 I think it is, but it's same with this one. Yeah, they're pretty rubbed off. So those are just going to be melt price. Then we've got a bunch of silver quarters. Most of them are from the 60s. Obviously 64 or earlier. So they are silver. I got a couple from the 40s down here. But again, the older they are, the more rubbed they are. But we got a lot of them. I'm going to count them up and put those in one big bag. Same with the dimes. I broke a couple of these rolls because I always want to see if they're bank rolled or if they're just rolled. I could tell by these rolls they were just rolled. So I busted a couple open to make sure that they're all going to be silver, and they are. The dates are right on them, so you can see how many dimes we've got that are silver, which is a pretty nice little haul there. We got some old Asian money here. Just some what I call foreign travel money, so somebody went overseas and got it. Also not here, we have more of this, which is the non-silver dollars and the non-silver halves. We got a bunch of, which I don't have in front of me, but this is a nice little find too. These are the Postmaster of America. We've sold these before. A lot of folks got these back in the 70s. But they're cool. Each one's a first day cover, which usually doesn't excite us, except that these do because they have a silver coin in them. Each one's is an ounce of silver. And they all commemorate something, and they're all obviously real clean. Since they come in these, they get folded up, and then nobody ever opens them. So these are basically little silver dollars too. That's a cool bicentennial looking one, although that's pretty weird, it's from 71. Anyway, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. We got about 10 of those. Probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 rolls of dimes that are silver. Probably a roll of quarters, if I had to guess. So if you're interested in the coins, my suggestion's always the same each week since I get a bunch of calls. Get there early. Everybody comes walking in around noon or 1 and says, hey, I'm here to look at the coins. Coins always sell fast. There's a lot of people that are just collecting the coins, as long as they're silver, which most of these are. So get there in the morning if you want the coins. Again, double check the stills right here in the estatesale.net link for the jewelry and some of the flatware. There's some couple nice pieces of jewelry. That's about it. We are done with the little walkthrough here. But I took these coins home because I didn't have time to mess with them at the house, because I had to let this little one out. She said, make sure you guys are all at the sale this Friday and Saturday. It's definitely worth the drive to Upper Marlboro. Right, girl? Huh? All right. We'll see everybody at the sale.